All right, the last video stopped, you know, because I ran out of filming time. So this is the part 2 to the other video. All right, so let's go back to Proverbs 28 and 17, and let's read some more translations. Then I'll play the video. I'll play this video right here about the witness that's going to speak about this murderer being executed. All right, so let's get this scripture right here in Proverbs 28. Let's read some more translations. All right, this is the new KJV. It says, a man burdened with bloodshed will flee into a pit. Let no man help him. You see, so he was fleeing to the pit anyway. All right, let's see. It says, the NIV, it says, anyone tormented by the guilt of murder, which he was a murderer, it says, will seek refuge in the grave. And as you heard in the video, the first video I played in the previous lesson, it says that he was okay with, being made unalive. It says, let no man hold them back. You see, so he sought the grave. All right, let's read one more, and then I'll let the video play. Let's see. Let's see. All right, this is the Slovakia. Trying to find a good one. It says, all right, this is the ESV. It says, if one is burdened with the blood of another, he will be a fugitive unto death. Let no man help him. And ironically enough, he was an Edomite. You see, they're fugitives anyway, because they're running from the truth, His word. So that's spiritual. All right, let's finish. Let's play this video. So in the end, the point of the lesson is, whosoever shedded man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. And he is a murderer. It was only right that he would be put to or he will be made unalive. I'm gonna avoid saying the D word, as far as algorithms go, so they won't take down my video. But let's continue this video, and then I'll end the lesson.
My name's Jeffrey Collins. I'm with the Associated Press. That's JEFFREYCOLLINS. And what I'll do is I'll just kind of walk you through what I saw today. So the curtain opened. It was about, looking at my notes, it was about 6:01, or maybe a little bit after that. And the curtain opened. Brad Sigmund was strapped into the chair. Unlike other death executions I've seen, he was in a black jumpsuit, had black Crocs-like shoes on. He was completely strapped in. It looked like there was a harness over him. There was a strap over his head. His ankles were shackled. He had a covering over his mouth that, was from about here down. When the curtain opened, he looked towards his attorney, who was on the front row of the witness. They kind of exchanged. They had an exchange. I couldn't tell because his mouth was covered what they were mouthing back and forth to each other, but it looked like he was just saying he was okay to his attorney, Sigmund did. At that point, they had the attorney came out and read the final statement. When the final statement was read, well, let me back up one step. He had a target over his heart when the curtain opened. It was already there. It was a little rectangle white paper, or I'm assuming it was paper, could have been cloth. They had a bullseye on it. It had one outer ring and one inner ring on it. It was red. The bullseye was red. So they came out, read his final statement. At that point, when that was finished, a prison employee got a hood, put the hood over Sigmund's head. Then that prison employee walked from the chair the 15 feet over to where there's a brick wall, and at that point there's a black shade, like one of those shades that you pull down and it rolls up. So that there's a black shade there. The prison employee lifted up the shade, and then from that point, it was a little less than 2 minutes of nothing at that moment. I mean, you could see Brad Sigmund took several pretty deep breaths, and then suddenly the shots rang out at, I believe Christy said it was 6:05 and 50 seconds. At that point, you did see a small red stain on Sigmund's chest. It was irregularly shaped, but oval, if that makes sense. I mean, like it wasn't like a circle; it was an oval shape. I saw it looked like he may have taken a couple of his chest rose and fell about 2 times immediately after the shots. You could see a tiny piece of like tissue or something that was coming out of that. At that point, also his arm tensed up when he got shot. There's kind of this brief moment of tension. After that, the doctor was in there fairly quickly. Less than a minute after the shots came. Couldn't see exactly what